Hey y'all out there in YouTube land. Hope you've been enjoying the racing videos that I had put up recently from last year. We're definitely planning on doing some more races, but we're still waiting on the snow to melt around here in Wisconsin. So car's ready, and we're just waiting on things to get going here. So eventually we'll have some races for this year, but in the meantime, I'm doing models like I normally do. In the wintertime, just put the finishing touches on this bad boy, as you can see. It's a 68 SCCA B production Corvette race car from the AMT kit that they recently reissued. I want to be clear here that this kit's pretty rough. It's hard to build, doesn't go together. Everything needs a little bit of massaging to get to look good. But, you know, we're bottle builders, not just kit assemblers, so we can do things like that and make them look awesome. So there we go. That's going to look great next to my display case that's got a bunch of Cobras and other such big bore road race cars of that era. So wanted to show that off because I haven't done a modeling video in a while. But we're going to clear the bench. Why are we clearing the bench? Because in the coming months here, I am going to do a kit build off with a friend of mine across the pond over in England. So I sent him the class action Monte Carlo from AMT, the one they just reissued, and I said, when we get to it, because he's a busy man too, we're going to build a pair of Monte Carlos. He's got the AMT one. I'm going to back up because this is a big old box. I've got the Trumpeteer 78 Monte Carlo Landau Coupe. So besides showing it off, it's still sealed up. I figured I'd open her on up and just see what's in the box as kind of a quick little model video for y'all today. So let's set the camera back up here. I'm no good at the camera work, as you can see, but yeah. Actually, before I open up the box here, I'm going to just back up a little bit. So it's a Trumpeteer. They mostly do aircraft, but kind of a weird thing for them to come up with a 70s Monte Carlo like this. It's, these cars are great, don't get me wrong, but weird that they would do one of these as opposed to like one of the Aero Coupes or something like that. But I'm certainly not complaining because I love me some G-bodies. So that being said, let's open her up and see what's inside. I forget who, somebody gifted this one to me. And because they know that I love I love the G-bodies, Monte Carlos, Grand Nationals, Regals. Have had a number of them myself, and just fantastic cars. Okay. The box does not want to open. There it is. All right, so kind of to back on out here a little bit for y'all. There we go. So I just pulled the top off. And let's see what we got here. We got tires. They look a little tiny to me, but I do know that the standard Monte Carlos had 14 inches back then, so maybe that's not wrong. I'll have to measure them. And then let's go out to see here. Look at that. Ooh, what's that? Springs! This must have a working suspension. That's pretty cool. Opening trunk. Didn't know that. The geek band, as we call them, is separate. Thank you, Trumpeteer. That'll make that job a lot easier. That looks quite nice. And the Landau top is molded in, so you'll definitely have to do this as a Landau top car. I mean, I suppose you could sand it off or something. But I'm thinking like a Midtown America hobby stock. But no, this one, we're going to build this as a street car. Kind of break with my theme of doing everything that's racing. Instruction sheet. Let's kind of thumb through those. Oh, those look very good. Looks Tamiya-ish in its execution. So we'll find out here. Just put those aside for right now. And then let's look at the plasticky goodness inside. Chrome tree. I always thought those wheels were kind of ugly on these cars. Might swap those out for something else. it's going to be a normal guy's car. I haven't decided what though. We might put some different wheels on it. You know, you would do something like that back then. Windshield and rear window and side windows for that matter are all one big bucket. The interior's got separate door cards and panel and seat. Oh, look at that dash. That's gorgeous. I like when they separate it out like this and it's not just one big bucket. It makes it so much easier to detail things. You know, there's the gauge pod. I'm trying to keep the glare to a minimum, guys. Like I said, I'm good at making them. I'm not good at filming stuff. And what do we got here? Of course, there's the... Oh, okay. So I just noticed this. We got the like belly pan, and then up here in the box still, we got this separate chassis. That's cool. Again, that's going to make it easier to do some detail work on here. We got the trunk and hood are separate. We can do trunk detail. There's the engine. First thing that's kind of disappointing. Look at that intake manifold. Pretty lame. It'll probably be covered up by stuff, though, so maybe I shouldn't judge too harshly, at least not yet. We'll see what that looks like. Cast iron manifolds, the air cleaner with the elephant's trunk. Looks like, yep, Turbo 350 oil transpan. And then come up here. Smogger. I'll try to get a better shot for you guys. Smogger, catalytic converter exhaust, single exhaust like they did back then, those poor cars. And I like the brake detail there. You can see all the drum brake. Looks like the back side of the hub. And the caliper on there. I'm guessing that's just going to push into the wheels. And yeah, that's going to be cool stuff. So yeah, I am building it like a normal person's car. I haven't decided on color or anything like that. Maybe some wear and tear. And then the only thing I did decide I was going to do, I actually taped this to the outside of the box as a reminder to myself. I've got the interior junk from Detail Master. So I've got like sunglasses and cassette tapes and things like that to put in the interior of the car. I'm not going to junk it up like the person was a slob or nothing, but I am going to make it look like, you know, it's a normal dude's car. There's going to be a little bit of flotsam and jetsam just kind of hanging out there. And in mere moments time, I'm going to take a shower and head on out for my day here. And we're going to stop at the hobby store and get some paint for this bad boy. Haven't decided what color yet. I kind of like the blue there, but I just did blue on that Corvette, so maybe not. This copper color looks interesting that they did on the box art here, but honestly, I don't remember ever seeing one in real life like that. I don't know about that. Maybe it's supposed to be more of a bronze. Ugh. Box is stuck, and then on the side here, they've got a picture of a real one in white with the... looks like it's either black or dark blue Lando. That looks good too with the white wheels, white wall wheels. You can't tell I'm not awake yet, but there you go. So, all right. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit here. He's got things to do. I've got things to do, but we'll slowly start nibbling through this. And assuming I remember, we'll take some video of progress on the Monte Carlo kit. So, guys, have a great day, and we'll be back later.